Gallardo pauses. Here it is, and Gardner will beat it out. Safe at first base.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11 to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Carlos Beltran will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Runner goes. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, you still got to look out for Carlos Beltran these days. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
He's set. Here it comes. Shot back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Alex Rodriguez steps in for his first try, and in case you haven't been following him, he's arguably been one of the hottest hitters in the league right now. First pitch of the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And they're in need of a good pitching performance here just to shake them out of this slump they're in. They've won just once in 5 games on this current homestand, so they're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. Foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Flaherty going back, still going back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is
being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Greg Bird will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
The 1-0 pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
One more look. See, just a get me over breaking ball. He says, hey, I'll take that. And he sends a long fly ball into the night. And boys, that one's not coming back.
Gary Sanchez steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
I'm pretty sure this is not what that man right there had in mind. He's watched this guy really struggle here in the first inning.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Boy, it's just not very often that you can put it to a guy like this early on. I mean, they've got him on the ropes here in the very first inning.
3-1 now as that misses down and in. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond's a very fair umpire, Matt. Calls a pretty standard strike zone. Usually not a lot of complaints either way.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starlin Castro is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Ready with the 0-2. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Batting ninth,
Didi Gregorius will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Tap fouled at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Popped high in the air. Machado is there. 2 gone. And with that, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Adam Jones, the center fielder out of Morris High School in San Diego. He's got multiple gold gloves to his name. Very, very athletic. In fact, maybe the most athletic center fielder in all of baseball.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Smoke toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Right. And the rout is officially on now. I don't think I'm quite ready to say this game is over. I've seen 6-0 leads evaporate many times before, but I think I like my chances being up a 6 spot in the first.
Brett Gardner steps in now. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. First pitch on its way. Now both runners are breaking. Now a swing as he pulls this one down the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-0. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Luis Severino will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he's had a number of starts. Finally won his first game in his last outing. He'll be looking to add to that total here.
Adam Jones will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Ellsbury is going to get there, and that's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, there are a few guys that can do as much for their team as Adam Jones. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
One thing about our two starters, they'll both light up the radar gun all game long.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Gardner. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third,
Manny Machado will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
And so would the guy on the mound.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. The Yankees lead it 7-0. David Hale is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Carlos Beltran will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Machado is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Well, how about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Now to the plate, Alex Rodriguez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that came after a long battle at the plate. And he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Outside and low, 3-0. And they don't give in to A-Rod as that misses for ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently,
How about it?
this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Greg Bird will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
That's inside. 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. But this is caught in the air, and they'll say it never hit the ground. And that will mean the side is retired. My goodness. Chris Davis will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
Batting fifth.
And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Pedro Alvarez will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Ball one.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he'll get in there safely. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. J.J. Hardy will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
And, you know, he's coming into this one licking his wounds a little bit. His average on the season is still good, but he's really scuffled over the last month or so.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting seventh. Catcher.
Matt Wieters, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Orioles leave 1. They need to get... Gary Sanchez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
smoked on the ground left side. J.J. dives. What a stop. Just late. He's safe.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. Here's Starlin Castro. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. A runner at first with no outs here. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
A pause and the 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Didi Gregorius in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Stepping in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And he'll make it back to third safely and be content just to advance the 90 feet. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Posed.
The left fielder, number 11.
At the plate, Brett Gardner. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Scope's able to get there. Throw on to first, and they yank. Ryan Flaherty digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Little chopper back his way. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting ninth.
Dario Alvarez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. 2 gone in the inning now, and here's Adam Jones.
The right fielder, number 10. Adam Jones.
Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. We'll see Carlos. There is Carlos Beltran. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Mark Teixeira will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Davis is there to make the play as Teixeira's gone on just 1 pitch. So with 7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. So with an inflated team ERA like that, they're used to having to outscore people to win. That puts an awful lot of pressure on their offense.
Alex Rodriguez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That misses 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jonathan Scope is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny.
1 out now in the Orioles' 4th, and standing in now the third baseman, Manny Machado. Into the windup and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team, he participated in the Home Run Derby, and he won another Gold Glove.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Well, like you said, 2015 was definitely a year to remember for Manny. He became only the 7th Oriole to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in the same year.
Yeah, for him, it's all about health. If he can stay on the field, he's going to put together a stellar career. He's got all the tools, there's no doubt about that.
Chris Davis stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting.
Pedro Alvarez will dig in. He singled his first time around. And And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball one.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Ripped on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it 7-1 now.
Number 2, Jay.
Runners on the corners now with one man gone. And in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. On the ground is short. This could be two. And that's through for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 7-2 game.
The catcher, number 32.
Striding into the box, Matt Wieters. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And he's not quite as powerful from the left side as he is batting right-handed. So he just doesn't quite have that same pop in his bat batting lefty.
Well hit out to straightaway center. Ellsbury going back. A leap there by Ellsbury, but he grabs nothing but air. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His first home run of the season. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. Standing in now, Ryan Flaherty.
Fielder.
As they take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Well, they put the measuring stick on that last home run, and it came up 403 feet. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And the offense continues as he's into third with a triple.
Center fielder, number 12.
Dario Alvarez gets a chance to pile on here. He'll bat with 5 runs already in and a good shot at making it 6. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Hit out towards second. Castro has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.